If you are an international K-pop fan, you have been missing out. While you are buying albums, merch, concert tickets, and more, this has been the investors in HYBE, SM, JYP, and YG for the last 10 years. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to disregard your pure love and support for your favorite K-pop group. You, as a fan, is indeed the one that has helped the most in making your idol successful and rich. But don't you think it would have been good to have been rewarded a little bit more with all your spendings? Not even much, just a nice little cashback or even extra bucks to afford more albums and concert tickets in the future to support your idols even more. Well, good news, because there is finally a way that you can achieve this. And the best part is not many people know about it yet, but maybe after this video, I don't know. So in today's video, I will be finally answering the question I've been receiving countless times over the years on our channel. Can I invest in K-pop? Can I invest in BTS, HYBE, SM, JYP, or even K-entertainment, K-dramas in general? By now, you might be wondering why I didn't make a video on this topic throughout the whole years, and it's because the answer was, yes, you can invest, but it's super complicated, so technically, no, you can't. Let me break it down to you. Here's a very condensed version of the previous 2 ways you as an international fan or investor could invest in K-pop, which means these methods are still valid. Number 1, go through a broker, professional brokers with licenses and stuff.
So in this case, you would have to find a stockbroker that is authorized to trade on the Korean Stock Exchange, and then you would have to open a brokerage account, and it's not that easy. You would have to do a lot of paperwork, legal documents involved, bank accounts, deposits, and then you would have to fund your account, basically put money into it, and also brokers don't work with penny money. No offense, so it would probably have to have a substantial amount of money for the broker to work with you. And then you would place the order through the broker for both buying and selling. And honestly, it's not as simple as buying stocks on retail trading apps such as Robinhood. Oh, and also this is not a step, but of course brokers will take commission fees. And then there would also be currency conversion fees from USD to Korean won.
The second way would be investing directly through Korean brokerage firms. This is an option mostly considered by foreigners living in Korea. So first, you will need to have lived in Korea for more than 6 months, and then you will need to go to an offline firm located in Korea that allow foreigners to open stock trading accounts. Of course, in the process, you would need to prepare documents like
alien registration IDs, copies of your current bank account, working permit, visa status, business license, or other verifications that you are earning money legally in Korea.
After you've done all of that, you could download a Korean trading app, sign up, register your account, and start trading. But I know that not all of you are able to just magically live in Korea, right? And by now, I know that 90% of you watching would be like, oh, I can't do either. This is not helping at all. So what I'm about to introduce today is the newest and easiest method. But I would like to be straightforward, upfront, and say that this method is a compromise as well. But hear me out until the end, because I have my reasons I'm introducing this confidently as a longtime K-pop YouTuber and enthusiast, and I think it would be actually better than what you're expecting. Bottom line, the last method is investing in an ETF called Kpop. Yes, you heard it right. Literally, the ticker name is Kpop, K-P-O-P. And you can search it up on the New York Stock Exchange, ARCA. Its actual and full name is the K-pop and Korean Entertainment ETF. It was listed officially in August of 2022, and as of now, it has barely been a year. But okay, I know that some of you who are new to stocks, that are not into stocks that much, might be thinking, what the hell is an ETF? Simply said, an ETF is basically a package deal made by a firm for retail investors to easily invest in certain sectors or themes. Think of it as a package made by professional investors for retail investors who don't know much about investing or what to invest in. So they include a little bit of this company and a little bit of that company and that company and that company. Think of it as a package deal. Let's say you decided to invest in the K-pop ETF. This is what the portfolio looks like, and these are the companies you would be investing in. Starting with the heaviest, 12.19% of HYBE, and then we have around 9 to 10% of SM, JYP, Naver, Kakao respectively, 5.2% of YG, and wait, you know why Naver and Kakao are included, right? If you've been watching DK News and if you're a K-pop fan, I'd assume you know the reason. Not only are they the biggest tech companies in Korea, but they hold enormous shares in all the big 4 K-pop companies. Kakao owns basically every service in Korea, and as a cherry on top, IU's label is under them too. To continue, the ETF also contains around 5% each in companies like CJ CJCGV, Studio Dragon, which all fall under the entertainment sectors of the CJ Group. You all know the Produce 101 series, Island, Enhypen, Girls Planet with Kepler, Crash Landing on You, Goblin, The Glory, Parasite, and more. These are all produced and made by the companies aforementioned. And then to continue, we also have other companies like Cube, RBW, Africa TV, Key East Entertainment, and basically all of the famous K-drama production companies. So I'll put a link in the description box where you can check the actual portfolio of the K-pop ETF. By now, you might be thinking, wow, that's amazing, but how do you actually invest in this K-pop ETF anyways? Easy. Just download any of these apps, create an account, fund your account, search Kpop, K-pop, place your order, and buy. Of course, you do your own research and make your own decisions on when and what price to buy and sell. Oh, and also for the concerned non-Americans, because probably your country's local trading apps and firms provide services to trade on American markets like the New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ. Do your research on that and it should be simple. In Korea, it's extremely easy. I don't even need to do anything on my app. I just need to convert to the US stock market option in my app and trade. Anyways, now I think you might get why I was saying this option is a compromise, but I actually think it might be better because first, it's super easy compared to the former methods, which were nearly impossible to do. Also, even if you're not that knowledgeable in stocks and investing, I think every one of you would know from common sense to not put all your eggs in one basket. The K-pop ETF basically assures this critical rule for you. What it means by you investing in the K-pop ETF is that you are investing in all of the companies mentioned above. It's a known fact that normally ETFs are way safer than individual stocks because they disperse risks by investing in multiple stocks. So even if, for example, there was a major scandal in one K-pop label and that company's stock starts to plummet, you wouldn't be affected as much because you've invested in multiple companies, not just that one. So now you know your options, and from here on is my personal opinion about the K-pop, K-entertainment industry. And let me put out this disclaimer. While I did introduce the K-pop ETF to answer your repetitive, long inquired questions over the years about how to invest in K-pop, let me be clear again, this is not financial advice. It is for general purposes only and does not take into account your individual needs, investment objectives, or specific financial circumstances. And note that investment involves risk. At the end, I have no liability for your actions or judgments in investing or loss caused by them. I'd like to urge you to do your own research and seek independent financial advice when required. I hope that disclaimer was clear. So anyways, back to it. As a person who's been consuming and enjoying K-pop and K-content for more than a decade and see it grow, this is my humble opinion on the industry. Actually, K-pop has never failed in surprising us with its growth and never stopped growing over the years. Just think about it. From first gen to now, the global status of K-pop has grown exponentially, and it has now become a solid genre/culture of its own, almost in par with the status of Japanese anime, I would say. Also, if you look at the charts and data, quantitatively, album sales, views, revenues have never stopped growing, and the stock prices of major companies have only gone up over the years. Recently, we've all been witnessing that every group coming out from the big companies are just too big to fail. These rookie groups achieve immediate global attention and success after debut and do world tours as a given. And I know some might have skepticism in the industry that the BTS military period will cause a halt to K-pop and that K-pop has already peaked. But if you think about it, so far, what do you think? 4th gen, New Jeans, IVE, killing it, Blackpink, Coachella, still dominating, BTS solo members, topping Billboard charts, them going turn by turn to the military. I don't think there's gonna be any absence at all. Do you really think K-pop has peaked? And then let's not even get to K-dramas and movies. All those shows just topping global charts on Netflix and winning trophies worldwide. Squid Game, Parasite, Singles Inferno, The Glory. Okay, circling back to K-pop, I also think in this world rapidly developing with new technologies like the metaverse, which primarily incorporate entertainment, K-pop is at a very big head start and has the potential to become the next level. And I personally think that not only K-pop, but the K, as in Korean in general, is going to become bigger and bigger in every sector, such as food, beauty, fashion, cars, electronics, and along with that, the K entertainment industry will definitely benefit even more. Bittersweet story though. I have to admit, I still beat myself up for cashing out all my investments in JYP, YG in 2019. After getting in 2016, I got in so fast. Just look at this chart. Crazy. I just still remember the moment I saw Twice, Blackpink, and I was like, okay, I'm all in. For BTS, HYBE hadn't listed yet, so I missed the chance, but the reason I'm telling you this story is exactly what makes investing in K-pop and K-entertainment appealing and approachable. Unlike investing in other industries that require expert-level knowledge, for K-pop, as a simple fan, you can just sense which group is going to be big. If you have that sense, invest and enjoy the ride as a fan for years, there might be a high possibility of some juicy returns. After all, as a fan, if we're all spending money going to concerts and buying albums, why not invest a little bit of that in the actual group and company as well? And I'm pretty sure you know the most successful investor in the world, Warren Buffett. He drinks Coca-Cola all the time, carries it with him, shows it on pictures, TV, because first, he loves it, he believes in the product's value, and second, also invests in it. So maybe think of investing as actually supporting the group and the company as well. At least that's been my mindset. So I'm glad I was able to finally answer your questions on how to invest in K-pop and provide a somewhat nice and easy option other than the super complicated processes. After watching this video, if you're actually interested and would like to do more research on the ETF, click on the link in the description box below or the pinned comment and check it out yourself. If you do decide to invest, I wish the best returns for you. So that was it. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe for more informational content like this, and happy earnings.